Have you ever noticed how your 30s feel like a strange middle ground? You're not brand new to adulthood anymore, but you're not settled either. Social media shows people your age buying houses, running companies, traveling the world, or starting families. And you start wondering, am I behind? Am I doing this decade right? Here's the truth. Your 30s aren't about living up to a checklist. They're about setting foundations for the next 40, 50 years. The mindsets, habits, and decisions you make now will compound. Done right, your 30s become a launchpad, not a crisis. Let's break down what actually matters and what doesn't. Health is still wealth, but now it sticks. In your 20s, you could skip sleep, live on instant noodles, and bounce back. In your 30s, the invisible habits start showing. Recovery takes longer. Stress hits harder. Move daily. Walking, cycling, yoga, or any consistent activity keeps your energy high and your joints happy. Fuel wisely. You don't need a perfect diet, but balanced meals, fewer ultra-processed foods, and regular hydration now prevent issues later. Protect sleep. 7 to 8 hours isn't a luxury, it's a productivity tool. Your brain consolidates memories, clears toxins, and resets your mood at night. Think of health as compound interest. Tiny investments today save you massive costs later in money, energy, and freedom. Upgrade how you learn. Your degree won't carry you forever. Industries change faster than ever. In your 30s, the skill of learning new things quickly is a competitive edge. Active recall instead of passive reading. Quiz yourself. Summarize in your own words. Spaced repetition to lock knowledge long-term. Tools like Anki or Notion help you review at the right time. Teach others. Explaining concepts forces clarity and reveals gaps. Learning isn't just for work. It's for hobbies, languages, finances, or parenting. The better your learning method, the more adaptable you stay. Build durable skills, not just job titles. Your 30s are prime time to stack skills that open doors for decades. Communication, clear writing, confident speaking, listening deeply. Problem solving, how to approach complex tasks when no one hands you the answer. Digital fluency, spreadsheets, AI tools, basic coding, design thinking. Financial literacy, budgets, investing, understanding credit. When you build real skills, job titles become optional. Opportunities follow because you're valuable, not because your resume looks impressive. Invest in relationships, upward and sideways. In your 30s, friendships can either deepen or drift. Mentors can accelerate your growth, and the people you date may become your life partners. Nurture friendships built on shared values, not just nostalgia. Find mentors 5 to 10 years ahead. Their hindsight saves you years of trial and error. Learn conflict resolution. Emotional intelligence compounds like interest. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose them intentionally. Stop waiting for perfect. Start building momentum. A major trap of your 30s, waiting until you have it all figured out. Clarity comes from action, not endless planning. Start the side project. Try a new role or industry. Test ideas on a small scale before going all in. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates opportunity. Perfect timing is a myth. Compound action is real. Master your money baseline. You don't need to be rich in your 30s, but you do need to avoid financial traps that snowball later. Stay out of high-interest debt. Automate savings or investments, even small amounts. Learn how taxes, credit scores, and compound interest work. Money is freedom. Freedom lets you take risks, change careers, or step away when needed. Build the safety net now while you can. Character outlasts achievements. Promotions and credentials fade. Reputation doesn't. In your 30s, people start noticing patterns, how you treat others, how you handle stress, whether you're trustworthy. Keep your word. Take responsibility when you mess up. Treat everyone, not just important people, with respect. Skills open doors, character keeps them open. Shift from comparison to identity. In your 20s, it was easy to measure yourself against peers. In your 30s, that habit becomes toxic. Stop asking, "Am I behind?" and start asking, "Who do I want to become? What values matter to me now? What kind of life feels true, not Instagram approved?" Identity anchors you. When you know your why, decisions feel lighter, and comparison loses its grip. Explore, but also commit. Your 20s were for testing. Your 30s can still be adventurous. New cities, new hobbies, new networks, but also require depth. Experiment, yes, but pick a few things to do deeply. Depth is where mastery and satisfaction lives. Take smart risks. Your 30s often combine more stability with more resources. That's a perfect mix for calculated risks. Start the site project. Negotiate for equity. Move to the city you've been dreaming about. Not reckless leaps, deliberate ones. Future you will regret the chances you didn't take more than the ones you did. Upgrade your self-care system. Stress peaks in your 30s. Careers, kids, mortgages, aging parents. Self-care isn't a meme, it's survival. Schedule time for exercise, hobbies, therapy, or reflection. Digital hygiene. Notifications off. Phone in another room during focus hours. Mindfulness. Even 1 minute of breathing can reset your nervous system. You don't find time for this, you protect it. Your 30s are not the finish line. If your 20s were about potential, your 30s are about trajectory. Don't panic about not arriving. Focus on setting a foundation of health, skills, relationships, and character. Perfection isn't required. Momentum is. Because what matters most isn't how polished your life looks. It's whether you're building a life you'll still want in 10, 20, or 30 years. Your 30s aren't a crisis. They're a launchpad. Make them count.